Hi guys, today I'm gonna talk about the greatest self-help book of all time, which reveals how our thoughts shape our character, circumstance, health, appearance, and achievements. As a Man Thinketh, 21st Century Edition, The Wisdom of James Allen, refreshed by Sam Torrod. Friends, this book is the modern version of As a Man Thinketh 1903 by James Allen and entirely written in contemporary language by Sam Torrod. So, without wasting time, let's get started. Hey guys, this is Ovil and you are watching Be a Book Lover. Chapter number 1, Character. Guys, in the first chapter, author explains that how our thoughts determine our character. He compares our thoughts to seed, act to plant, behavior to flower, and suffering or joy to fruits. He says, our thoughts determine our life. If our thought will be pity and unkind, we will get pain or suffering. But if our thought will be noble and pure, we will get joy or pleasure in our life. And even the spontaneous act is determined by our unconscious thoughts. He says that noble character is the result of consistent right thinking. And if one's thinking is right, he'll attract divine intelligence of the universe. And if one's thinking is wrong, he'll attract beast intelligence. He says that nothing is more powerful than thoughts because as per the thoughts, our character develops and acts according to our character. He further says that as without deep mining, we can't get diamonds, similarly, without deep and consistent right thinking, we can't get joy and pleasure. He believes that we are the master of our mind, author of our character and maker of our destiny, and says to don't believe his saying but to try by changing our thoughts and observing the result to reshape our life. Chapter number 2, Circumstances. In this chapter, author compares our mind to garden and says that it's up to us that whether we want to cultivate it for getting fruits or vegetables or leave to run wildly. He says that we should cultivate our mind with intelligent thoughts and should water and care it with positive, true and fruitful thoughts and white out useless things like negative, mistaken, useless thoughts. He believes that outer condition is the reflection of inner state. Yeah, exceptionally in some cases, event or situation goes out of control, but by our right response, we can still control the situation. He says that we should learn the relation of a given circumstances instead of thinking that we are the puppets of fate. We should realize creative power of our thoughts and become master of our fate because he believes that soul attracts the world. He says that success, failure, good, bad, desirable, undesirable, everything can be used for our education and benefit. As for example, taking birth in a criminal background is our fate, but to become a criminal is our choice. And instead of becoming criminal, we can improve ourselves because people do not attract what they want, but what they are. He says that self-discipline is key to obtaining anything you want and believes that purpose of suffering is to teach, strengthen and purify us to learn and grow from our faults and failure. He says that instead of kicking adversities, we should use them as stair steps to achieve greater goals. He says that we can't choose our circumstances, but by changing thoughts, we can indirectly shape our circumstances because every blessed life is result of good thoughts. Chapter number 3, Health. In this chapter, author says that body is the servant of mind. It obeys its command, which may be either conscious or subconscious. He says that negative thoughts direct our body to disorder, disease and decline, and our body feels rise and fall in blood pressure, abnormal breathing. Sometimes our body becomes weak, overweight or sick. Our body releases stress hormones, but positive thoughts energize our body and the body imparts a youthful glow, boosts our health and immunity. He says that Strong, confident, caring, grateful, and happy thoughts make our body vigorous, vibrant, graceful, and beautiful. He also says that yes, our body attracts genetic blueprint, but by managing foods we eat and exercise we do, we can still get healthy body. As it's up to builder to use cheap, sloppy materials or stately, enduring material. Author says that if a person reads and thinks about nutrition and most nourishing food, naturally he makes healthy choice because his thoughts direct him to choose healthy diet and do exercise. He says that intelligent planning and mental determination lead to victory. So, if one wishes to protect his body from sickness, he must purify his mind. And if one wishes to be physically attractive, he must beautify his mind. Because jealousy, hatred, apathy, disappointment, and despair ruins natural radiance and believes that sour face is the expression of sour thoughts and says that there is no better medicine than cheerful thoughts for curing and preventing bodily ills. To wish the best for all people, to find the good in everything, to be content in all circumstances, such thoughts are the portal to heaven. Chapter number 4. Purpose. In this chapter, author says that to accomplish anything, there must be thought and purpose. If there will be no central purpose, then there will be worries, fears, and petty troubles because focus and concentration multiplies the power of thoughts. He says that if one is young and doesn't has any purpose and waiting for inspiration, then he should concentrate on doing his job as well as he can because it will expand and develop his ability to take on greater goals in the future. And if one has purpose, then he should plan without fear and doubt because these will pull him off track. And if fails, he should learn from failures and should find the advantage in every circumstances. He says that one must think strongly, dare fearlessly, and act masterfully. And says that purpose energizes thought and gives courage to face and overcome any obstacles. And by this, one can become the master of his mental power. Chapter number 5. Success. In this chapter, author says that one's thought determines his achievement or failure. His weakness and strength entirely depend upon him and not on others or circumstances because he can only improve himself. To achieve something, one must think about goal, plan, and execution process. He says that if one's thinking is good, then he'll be successful, otherwise he'll not, because universe also supports good, humble, honest, and generous thoughts, not greed, dishonest, and violent thoughts. Exceptionally proud and selfish people achieve success. He says that goals differ, but the path to success remains the same, and that is right thinking. Chapter number 6. Vision. In this chapter, author says that dream is a seed and reality is its plant, and dream is in the proportion to success. If dream vision will be high, then success will also be great, and says that now circumstances may be unfavorable, but we can change our circumstances. He says that ignorance sees only outward results and not the internal process and connects everything with chance and fate. They don't see forming and holding of a vision, the years of training, overcoming of obstacles, the struggle behind the success. They say that they were lucky, so they are wealthy. They have brains, so they are scientists. God has given them purpose, so they are humanitarian. He says that as scientists had a vision of tiny cells and vast galleries, in result of which they invented microscope and telescope. Similarly, if one will have vision of something, he will also achieve that. Chapter number 7. Peace. In this chapter, author says that peace of mind is the crowning jewel of wisdom, and everyone prefer peaceful person. whether it's personal or professional life. He says that if there is wealth but no peace of mind, then there will be no satisfaction, means no success. But if there will be no wealth but peace of mind, then there will be satisfaction and success. By self discipline, right thoughts, and calmness, one can achieve success. He says that if one is peaceful, then people will trust him, be drawn to him, and lean on him in times of troubles, and says that if one achieves his goal but lacks peace of mind, he will remain unsuccessful. So, to become successful in true meaning, he must have peace of mind, and it's possible only through right thinking. So, through this whole book, author mentions, explains, and shows us the power of thoughts and says that our thoughts have power to determine our life. That's it for today. Guys, I hope you like this video. Please like, share, and comment below. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do it just now. That's it for today. Thank you. See you soon.